Hi everyone, Bandanner here. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to WARNO League Season 0.5 from SDL. Today we have our second game with Matrin and Bulba. This time Bulba over on the left in red playing as the 79th, and over on the right in blue we have Matrin playing as the 8th Infantry. Let's have a look at what Matrin has down. I think they're both about ready. LRS heading up to the top of Zulu, that building there. We have some LRS heading up to this little tree line between Bravo and Foxtrot. Scouts and an ACAV heading up to the tall buildings in the middle of the town. And we have a Bradley heading up here to give some fire potential across towards Foxtrot. At the back here we have a Cobra and an OH-58C Scout. No orders for those yet. I'm going to pause that quickly. He's actually forgotten to give those orders, I think. Here we have some Engineer's Dragon and an Ito heading up towards Echo. Good positioning for those because they can shoot across the runway and obviously out this way if positioned well. We have a Chaparral which is heading up to this area too to protect Echo. And we have a large grouping of units. We have 3 Fliegerforsts. A machine gunner, that's rare. We don't see the machine gunners used very much. They're not considered very good. We have a command, we have some Engineer's Dragon, we have some Rangers, and we have an M60. And all of that is heading up to the town area. Quite a lot of investment into the town there. Still no orders for those choppers. Let's spin around and have a look at what Bulba's got. MI2 heading over this way. We have a Razvedka Sapri heading into the buildings here, just at the edge of Echo. And we have a couple of Mot Razvedka in helicopters being pushed up quite far into Zulu and this area of the town here. Going to try and get there when the LRS do, I assume. We have an MI9 command chopper going around to Bravo. Now this is something we see very commonly. The player on this side of the map sending a solo command round to Bravo. If you are ever on the opposite side of this map in a 1v1, don't be afraid to send something over here to kill the command that they send here. They won't have any way to defend it. It's really common they do that. I keep seeing people doing it, and I keep thinking, one attack chopper. One single attack chopper. And that's it. Anyhow, Cub here with a T-80BK. We've got a supply there, which will be for the Cub. We've got some Iglas. We've got some Motostrelki. We've got a Motostrelki Metas. We've got a Conkers, and we've got a T-80B. All of this heading up to the city area here. No one's sending anything to Foxtrot. I'm just double checking that. Absolutely nothing going to Foxtrot here. And nothing from the other side going to Foxtrot. We do have Matrin going into Echo, but that's it. Right, let's reset ourselves. Switch over to the controller. Obviously, those helicopters not moving at the start is a bit of an issue, just because usually you want them to get to the front line as soon as possible. They are moving now. That could have been deliberate by Matrin, I don't know. It's just unusual that they aren't moving immediately. Really surprised no one's going for Foxtrot. I assume that we will see that MI9 command land in Bravo and then move over to Foxtrot. Obviously risky business getting closer to the front line there, as you know, by the time it's ready to go to Foxtrot, there could be anti-air in this tree line. And obviously we're not sending anything there. There is indeed a risk that Matrin could have put something into Foxtrot itself. So curious how that pans out. Obviously you'd hope the MI2 could see that though. Let's spin ourselves around and have a look over here, because the first combat is going to be with this Cobra. It's still getting there in time, I think, to see what's going on. Immediately, 2 Mi-24 anti-air choppers called in. That's obviously in response to the Cobra. But there will be anti-air in this area, so they're not going to be the most use after the fact. Mot Razvedka will be dealt with here. Either the Mi-2T goes down or it manages to land, and the infantry die anyway, but it looks like it's going down. Mot Razvedka in the building there will now be annihilated by the Cobra. Reinforcements are arriving though. The Mi-9 does cap Bravo and is indeed being moved across towards Foxtrot. Echo Well, I mean, Matrin has units in Echo, but neither player is really controlling it per se right now. Over here, Cobra has to pull back away from the Eaglers, but does survive. LRS here is going to meet a nasty end from the Mi-24s by the looks of it. Flieger Force are in range to engage, I think. Yep, the Mi-24 has taken a hit. Though the Mi-24 is obviously annihilating the infantry at the front there. Mi-24 likely to go down here. Yep, one goes down, the other one likely to go down as well if it isn't pulled back. Still two Flieger Forces there. Command has arrived in this Zulu point for Matrin. Though, needs to be careful, might be overrun very quickly. There is a T-80BK there, which is badly damaged though. Missile coming in. Oh, it misses. That could have been a Dragon side shot. Very hectic opening here in the town. Command being moved out the way of that T-80BK. Cobra here could be a threat to that T-80BK, though it is on half health, so it would be risky. The T-80BK is just charging across, looking for that command. He must know what it is, or he wouldn't be charging into it, because if it was an infantry command, he'd risk losing the T-80. He has eyes on. The Mud TV running away. The point switches to Bulba. Aero rifles have been deposited across the runway here. Mi-24 being engaged by the aero rifles at close range. Aero rifles could win that fight, to be fair. Yeah, Mi-24 is having to back off. Badly damaged Motostrelki here. Panicked as well. They will be easily dealt with if he can get some reinforcements into this point. So Bulba will have to be careful. I'm surprised he's being so aggressive with them without bringing up some supply. T-80BK moves out the point for safety. Both of those helicopters did go down though. The Cobra is dead. Matrin kind of won the city battle though. He still has infantry in there, but did lose out on the more important thing, which is Zulu at the moment. Mi-9 lands back here. M1 Abrams command tank moving in there, and there's absolutely nothing in Bravo over here for Bulba. Nothing defending this point. Anything coming in? Possibly a T-80 if it turns down this road? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Doesn't look like there's going to be any reinforcements coming to this side. That means that depending on how Matrin plays it, he can walk that M1 Abrams command into Echo, then into Foxtrot, and then could quite happily just move it straight into Bravo as well. The only response to that would be the helicopters or a jet of some description, which means that Bulba would be spending on that when he doesn't really want to. Cobra coming in this side, looking for enemy units. Yeah. M1 Abrams command immediately being moved towards Foxtrot. I mean, to be fair to Matrin, he could technically just completely ignore Zulu and take the rest of the map. And that would be enough. I suspect he's going to try and retake it though. Needs to be careful of those mech rifles. Very sensibly deploying them nice and early. Just at the outer building here. Mech rifles will be pretty good against those Motostrelki right now, because the Motostrelki obviously are already panicked. Pivads doing some serious damage to the Sapri in that building there. Good fire support, the Pivads, against infantry. People always underestimate it, but panicked it very quickly. T-80B managing to get some good shots off there on those Engineers Dragons. Looks like Bulba wants to get into Echo. The command has arrived over here. There's an Mi-24V AA chopper arrived. An SU-25 rocket knocking around in the middle of the map. Abrams smokes itself to avoid that. Very sensible. Need some more AA over here for Matrin, I think, so he can deal with the aerial threat. But nothing in Bravo stopping him going there still. Reinforcements coming in here for Bulba, but they're quite far away from the point. But Bulba making progress. He has gotten into Echo. Command tank is killed by the SU-25 rocket. As I say, no AA there. Means that it's very easy for Bulba to operate aircraft. SU-25 AT called in as well. There is some AA on the way for Matrin now. He did call in at least one Chaparral, and there are some Flieger Force arriving, but a little bit late to the party. He did neutralize, though, which is probably the more important thing. Stop Bulba getting many more points for the moment. Cobra goes down. Nice cleanup of that point by Bulba there. He's managed to clear up the vehicles, including the Cobra. SU-25 coming in here, looking for a kill on the Pivads, doesn't get it. SU-25 AT overextended and goes down. MI-9 being moved back over this way. How we're looking down here in Zulu. Mech rifles, as expected, cleared up those Motostrelki without an issue. There's just some anti-air in there now. MiG-27K Seed comes in, does fire, gets the kill on the Pivads, which was still turned on. Aero rifles, they're getting a bit overwhelmed now. There's a lot of units in that area. Flieger Force unable to get good hits on the helicopters here. The Mi-9 does land, but will take fire from the mech rifles, who unfortunately miss. Bulba regaining a bit of control here. A lot of units still fighting it out in this area, and reinforcements being brought in there for Matrin. Surprisingly, the T-80BK went into those units. Is that a pathing issue? I wonder if that was an attempt by Bulba to get that T-80BK into Echo, and it went the way he didn't want it to go. Obviously, not ideal going into all of the enemy units like that. Mech rifles down here in Zulu, moving now up towards the top of that point. Bulba has done a very good job, has regained control of Echo. And is also currently in control of Foxtrot. Not looking great for Matrin right now. He's lacking map control. He's still got lots of units in Foxtrot, and there's absolutely nothing in Bravo still. The fact there's been no attempt by Matrin to take that means that Bulba has never had to spend anything on reinforcing that point. Bulba just marching through with infantry and tanks here. Single tank, no less. Not sure what Matrin's plan is at the moment. You got a badly damaged M1A1 there. There is an I-Hawk in play, quite far back. CV coming in. Some tow Cobras coming in. Another M1 coming in. Currently +4 to Bulba, and obviously on these dual maps, having a +4 is a big deal. Matrin needs to regain some ground. Overextension of the infantry here by Bulba without any anti-air. Tow Cobras able to clear up quite a bit. MiG-27K Seed coming in. Obviously being brought in to deal with these tow Cobras. Cobras don't manage to get a hit on the T-80, but do stun it down. I-Hawk trying to get hits on the Seed. Seed takes it out. MiG-31 in, going for the Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt turns around, doesn't manage to get a hit. Now it does. Thunderbolt coming out on top. Still in action. Manages to get a shot off at the BTR. Missile literally fired sideways there at that BTR. T-80B goes down. Nice kill. Abrams moving in. T-80BK goes down as well. Thunderbolt has done its job. Does take a nasty hit, but it's paid for itself already. What a quick turnaround. Bulba looked in complete control of this area of the map. Had managed to push Matrin right back, but look at that. Quickly and swiftly. Matrin straight back in. 2 Cobras, an A-10 and some tanks, and has retaken this entire area. Has lost quite a few infantry over here in Foxtrot though. Command has finally arrived back in Zulu as well for Matrin. He's regaining control. Igla is being moved away from those mech rifles. SU-25 Rocket comes in and annihilates the M1A1. Chaparral trying to get some hits. Does manage to finally get one. Fliegerforst in joining in. Oh, and it goes down. SU-25 Rocket dealt with. Matrin certainly looking a lot better now, but still very far behind. We're not at the halfway mark yet, though. 26 minutes left of the game. Matrin has plenty of time to regain control. The skirmishing continues in the Meat Grinder City. Finally, a Fireteam 84 coming in over here. Is that going to go straight into Bravo? Please go into Bravo. Please. I want Matrin to realise there's nothing in there. It's such a very, very common thing I've noticed, that the player on Bulba's side of this map brings a command in at the start solo for that point, and then never puts anything else in there. And no one on this side ever realizes, and it gets left for a very, very long time empty. Good fire support in the middle by tanks throughout this game by Bulba. Just battering these buildings. Iglas in Zulu, easily going to be dealt with by the mech rifles, surely. And the Mi-9, oh, taking fire from the Fliegerforst. All missing at the moment, though. Mi-24 coming in as well to kill those mech rifles, managing to dodge all of these missiles at the moment. SU-25 AT coming in, looking for a kill on the Abrams, I assume. Veers off. Command is dealt with. Mi-24 possibly looking for Matrin. No, sticking with the mech rifles. I thought it might go hunting for commands. Command back in Foxtrot for Matrin, regaining control there. Will he now move that up to Bravo is the question. SU-25 comes in, gets the kill. Well, certainly something got the kill on the command at the back of Zulu. Ito gets taken out by the SU-25 as well. SU-25 surely goes down here. Yes, it does to the Fighting Falcon, but the Fighting Falcon not looking good either. Down it goes. Fortunately for Matrin, the AA hasn't been great at this side this game, and Bulba's had a lot of room to operate. He just needs to hold now and keep that +2 going. Tunguska over here, laying down some serious fire on the arrow rifles. Command is being moved out and moved up towards Bravo. That solves that problem finally. And that means that Bulba has to respond to that now. He has to spend resources on taking that back. M1A1 here getting pummeled by the Motostrelki BMP. Toe Cobra's assisting, but there's a T-80B also engaging on it. It needs to get out of there. Does smoke. should retreat to safety and get rearmed and repaired. There's a T-80BK rolling in. Command finally arriving in Bravo. Sapri Commander coming in for Bulba. I noticed that's probably going to go to Foxtrot, I would imagine. Cobra get a kill on the T-80B. Blackhawks being rushed in here. Emergency reinforcements with arrow rifles to protect this point. How a game can turn. Bulba looking very, very solid, but the lack of AA up front with his units meant that the Cobras could come in and clear up the infantry, and then the tanks just pile drive through everything else for Matrin. Retaking Echo. Can Bulba turn this round again, or at least stabilize? He's got a good lead on points. 22 minutes left. 10 minutes to the win for Matrin, though. Our rifles make short work of the BTR. Now, over here, Matrin once again in the situation that he has no AA with these units, so he has capped the point, which is fantastic. But immediately an MI-24 and an MI-9 able to come in here, chase away the command. And obviously, I was expecting that to die there. He is chasing it down. F-16 cluster coming in, looking for a kill on the Mi-24, but a MiG-31 coming in for that. Tunguska also gets a shot. Down goes the F-16. Oh, the F-16 dropped on the Tunguska and got the kill, though. Oh, that's beautiful. I thought it was coming in for the Mi-24, but it did get the Tunguska. That clears up the air a bit. But that poor Fire Team 84 out all alone. The Mi-9 retakes the point. The Sapri Commander retakes Foxtrot as well. Both players in this game operating a little bit beyond their range without any anti-air has allowed helicopters on both sides to be quite aggressive. Mi-24 here going to clear up the arrow rifles. And that is Bulba stabilizing the situation. ATGM gets the kill on the Chaparral, moving across open ground there. Good defensive wall in this point for Matrin now, though. Bulba keeping the pressure on Echo over here, though. And it looks like that's Sapri Commander being moved. Oh, wow, it's being moved straight over here. I hear an A-10. What does the A-10 see? It is possibly going for the command there. No, it's hitting the BTR. I don't think you can see the Sapri Commander. Goes for the T-80 BV. Does not get the hit. Takes a shot itself. Sapri Commander quite damaged there, but does cap the point. +2 to Bulba. A-10 coming back in and goes straight down. Does manage to get a hit off on the T-80 BV. But unfortunately on that occasion was flying straight into the AA net and the MiG-31. Bulba with the quick turnaround again, currently +2. 12 minutes to the victory. Matrin needs to work some magic here again. He does have 3 Cobras at the back here in Alpha. He's going to need to be fairly aggressive. Bulba once again with the issue that there's no AA on this side of the map, so he can technically utilize the Cobras. The command has died in this point, but the Mi-24's here, doing some serious damage to the infantry. Pivad's moving up to try and engage. Lots of Fliegerforce being called in. Another Chaparral. Pivad's taking fire from an ATGM. Oh, it misses this time, but the T-80 BV gets the kill. Seed coming in again here. It's doing strafing runs on a tank and managing to dodge lots of missiles. Takes a hit from the Chaparral. And a Fliegerforce there, I think, but does get out intact. Bulba keeping the pressure up here, but I don't think he's going to get back into this point easily now. There's a lot of stuff down there for Matrin. Matrin really needs to gain control elsewhere. Mi-24P is coming in for the Abrams command tank here, which is frantically reversing. Supply likely to get killed. No, focusing down on the mech rifles. Good choice. Clearing out that point. Less of a threat. M1 Abrams being moved up towards Foxtrot instead, but those Mi-24Ps can see it. The missiles are away. ATGM's going for the kill. Oh, he's very lucky it parked where it did. Smokes are down. Mi-24's going towards the Fliegerforce now. Do they realise they're Fliegerforced? Very possibly. One good hit. Two good hits. A couple more of those, please. The reload time is obviously quite long. Mi-24P is trying to engage now as well. One Fliegerforce is down. The other one likely to go down as well. Jaeger Commander gets back into Echo. Back to neutralize for Matrin. Toe Cobra's looking a little bit beaten up at the front of Alpha there. Just in the front. One of them already taken damage. Mi-24P not looking great. F-16 Fighting Falcon destroyed. A lot of jet losses on both sides here. I think the MiG-31 seems to be coming out on top most of the time. T-80 IZD-29s. Dishing out plenty of damage now. Toe Cobra's managing to fire from range here. Another Mi-9 command chopper coming in. This time going for Zulu once more. Taking fire from the Fliegerforce. And it is sideshot by another Fliegerforce and goes down. Well defended by Matrin. M1 Abrams command finally makes it across to this side. I assume that ATGM, the Conkers, are depleted. Scout being moved up towards Bravo, which will also be recapped, I'm sure. Once again, absolutely nothing in Bravo to defend it. It's such a weird point all the way out there. Everyone always forgets about it. A-10 Thunderbolt coming in. Looking for some kills on the T-80s, I imagine. But obviously coming... Oh. Takes a shot at the BTR. MiG-31 coming in. It's getting near the Cubs as well. MiG-31 gets the kill. A-10 goes down. Does manage to get the T-80 BK though. A worthwhile kill in the situation that you need points and point control. If Matrin can keep killing the commands, that's all he really needs to do. Obviously in a 1v1 situation, once you're out of commands, you're out of the game. Though I guess that applies to any team games. Command arrives in Bravo as well. +4 to Matrin in a moment. Once again, 8 minutes to the victory, 14 minutes left of the game. Matrin should be able to take over here as long as he keeps control. Bulba's looking like he's got a stronger force in the town now, but he's fallen into the meat grinder trap, putting loads of units into the town, but not controlling any of the other points on the map. People do focus down on this area a lot. Obviously, you can flood it with infantry, but where does your infantry go from there? Ito going for the Tunguska. Nice kill. It's another AA piece down. Tow Cobra's landing, or have landed for a rearm and repair. Back in action again now. This side of the map looking a bit more locked down for Matrin. Not a huge amount of units in there though. No anti-air over here again. Obviously the Flieger Force died. I can't imagine that there's that many helicopters that Bulba can call in. He's lost quite a few. But obviously, scary not having any AA. H-25 rocket coming in. We'll be looking for a kill on that Abrams command tank. T-80 BVK on the field. So, Bulba still has some commands left. Flieger Force arriving with an ITO. Good to see. Su-25 rocket going for the kill. Gets the kill. Oh, gets the kill on the Abrams command and the Bradley. Very nice, but the Su-25 goes down. Paid for itself, though. I'd take that. A couple of very expensive kills. BMP-2 takes a nasty hit from the Dragons over towards this point. Matrin looking a bit thin on the ground. Over at this side of the map now, obviously losing everything in those buildings. He still has his Cobras though. But he doesn't have much that is actually holding the points. 6 minutes to the victory at a +4. There's another Sapri commander on the way in for Bulba. He has commands left. Engineers Dragon over to the left in Foxtrot. Not looking so healthy right now. And obviously the command has been lost there. BMP-2 managing to dodge tows there now. Tow Cobras being moved over that direction to assist. Need to be careful though. Obviously those buildings now have plenty of Iglas in them. T-80 BVK moves into Echo. One Tow Cobra goes down. T-80 BVK being called in for Bravo as well. Another T-80 BVK. That's both of them in. He'll only have the 2, I would think. He's already lost a lot of T-80 BKs. MiG-27 coming in. Not sure what it's going for. Strafing runs, perhaps? Oh, the Pivads. There is a Pivads there. I missed it. My bad. Doesn't get a hit on the Pivads. Just take a nasty hit from an Eyehawk, though. Still +3 to Matrin. Sapri Commander being moved down here. Reinforcements arriving for Matrin, though. Bulba's in for a nasty surprise as this Sapri Commander gets in the point, and there's already a command infantry in there for Matrin. And he has overtaken in points now. Cluster coming in, looking for a kill on the T-80 BVK. I slightly lost for words. F-16 cluster, not the best cluster. I believe its drop pattern is quite bad, as was demonstrated there. That was, yeah, that was an unfortunate waste of a jet. Not Matrin's fault. It's just how the bombs drop. I thought that was going to be a nice kill. It was not. I got overexcited with my zoom in. Oh, wow. 3 T-80 BVK, so he must have 4 T-80 BVKs in the deck. So he is going to be relying heavily on the T-80s to retake points. Obviously, both A-10s are dead. Both cluster bombers are dead. That's looking good for Bulba. Less threat to his tanks. Question is how many M1A1s remain available. Because they will be the pushing force that can kill those tanks. Command obviously dealt with easily in Zulu. Over at this side, Fleet Force trying to engage on the MI8 MTA. Not getting any kills yet. T80BVK has almost arrived. Fleet Force having a bad dice roll today. Sometimes they seem to hit nearly every shot, and some games they just miss everything. Fight Team 84 is looking a bit pressured here with the BMP2 encroaching on them. Toe Cobra's coming in here. A scout at the lead. Cobras need to kill the Iglas. No, Cobra's dead. Cobra hitting the wrong building. That OH scout is surely going to go straight down here. T80 BVK rolling into this point. And in Foxtrot, there is no command to counter that. Bulba doing a good job with his T80s here, using them as a pushing force. Gets a kill on transport with a Toe 2 in it. Expensive loss. Toe Cobra trying to engage up here. Igla's about to arrive though. Cobra getting a shot off at the T80 BVK. Gets a nice hit but not a killing blow. Fires again. Oh, and it's down. He does get the kill. Another T80 BVK on the way in at the back of the map. Still +1 to Matrin now. He has sort of lost control of this point. BMP2 Motostrelki charging towards the Jaeger commander. The commander can defend itself. But Bulba slowly overwhelming this side of the map. Rangers moving in up here. M1A1 finally in play, gets the kill on the command tank. T80s are all down in this area. The M1A1s have cleared up. Can they now turn and engage on the T80 BVK? Another T80 BVK remains at this side. Still coming in, I assume, is planning to take Zulu. Currently +2 to Matrin. 4 minutes left of this game. It's going to go right to the wire. There's still... No, I'm torn. I think there would still be potential if Bulba had enough commands to take this back. Because he controls a lot of the map now. But it's about getting those commands into the right place. He is moving the T80 BVK towards Bravo. He has this T80 BVK coming in towards Zulu. But the problem with T80s is they are really, really slow. And he's going to need to take quite a few points to make it worthwhile. He's going to struggle to get into Echo. Because there's a lot of units in there. It's pretty much where Matrin is now concentrated. I'm really struggling in my mind to say who's going to have the better kills and losses in this game, to be honest. Both players have lost a lot. Zulu falls, though the Jaeger commander is actually still alive down here. Can't really engage the Motostrelki. But that's quite interesting. I mean, there is potential that he could get back in there. Currently +2, but 9 minutes to the victory. He needs better than a +2. He needs at least a +4. There we go. T80 BVK moving towards Alpha. That was going to be my guess. If he's going to send it anywhere, it needs to go to Alpha. It's the closest position. Engages that in the way. He needs to just push for that point. There is an Ito there that could fire across at him, though. Has he got that on? Oh, he's reversing it back. He is trying to protect it, but he's got merely 2 minutes, 50-odd seconds left. It's not a lot of time. The Jaeger Commander moves straight back in at this point as a Motostrike retreat. Good maneuver there from Matrin. Remembering he's got his command. Bulba has managed to take this side of the map. Bravo has fallen. But there is still a Mutt command there, which could be moved back in for Matrin. Both players must be hurting for commands at this point. And I think Matrin's hurting for infantry because he's calling in machine gun squads. Which obviously, the pure machine gun operators are not the best units in the game whatsoever. So, surprised to see them coming in. M60's coming in as well. Rangers dealing with a T80 IZD there. T80 BVK being pushed quite hard. Will be heading towards Echo. But there are 2 Abrams waiting for it. It will not make it to the point. Good last-ditch attempt by Bulba, though. He gained a lot of ground back at the end there. But it's not quite enough. The machine gunners did enough to protect the command, along with some help from the incoming M60s. And it looks like, with 1 minute 30 to go, Matrin will win this game on points. Really interested to see the kills to losses at the end here, though. An all-in Q move towards Alpha for Bulba. Taking fire from here, there, and everywhere. Seed coming in at the top of the map there for Bulba as well. Mutt-CV in play again. Looks like it's going back into Foxtrot. I mean, there's no command that Bulba can send into Alpha without losing Zulu. And I think that's all the commands that Bulba has. I think he's now out of commands as the game ends its final 30 seconds. At least 2 commands left for Matrin, though. He's managed to keep those 2 alive. Sorry, 3 alive, because there's still a Jaeger Commander in Echo as well. My apologies. I don't know if he has any more to call in, but he doesn't really need to at this point. He's got this game. They take a 1-1 draw. Well deserved. 2 very good games. Lots of back and forth in this one. Either player had the opportunity to have taken it. They both played well. Yeah, kills to losses very, very close. I was going to say it was difficult to pick between them. Matrin slightly ahead. Really curious how many kills, if any, the MiG got. Not that many. 3 F-16s. Mi-24P was doing the work that game. Obviously, the T-80s always do well. I mean, I think the helicopters take it. Mech rifles did a good job. 2 commands killed for those mech rifles. That was the mech rifle squad in Zulu. That's quite impressive. M1 Abrams doing a good job as well. Tow Cobra doing a good job. I mean, the helicopters were really doing a great job that game due to a lack of AA on some parts of the map. Great game, guys. Well played to both of you. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please do like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all soon for some more Warno.